We've had 67 mods this week, so here's my top 5. Right, so the first one on the list today is the Seeds add-on. This is by DD Mod Passion, 2.07 megabyte on the download. And this is brilliant for that immersive feel. Obviously you can have different pallets of seeds depending on what you're going to go for. So we've got wheat, canola, cotton. What's that one? Oilseed radish? What's that, grass? That's grass. Corn, oats. That's oilseed radish. Sorghum, soybeans, sugar beet, sunflowers, and then barley on the end. So you, depending on what you're doing, obviously you go for whichever pallet you want. You don't just buy a pallet of seeds with this, you buy the individual ones, which really goes into the whole immersive feel of it all. And on top of that, if we go into the seeders, so we'll go up there and then down the seeders and also planters as well. You've got all the base game ones there. It's got like Seeds add-on underneath. You go into them and you've got the option there to pick whichever one it accepts. And then if you want to change it out, you just go to the workshop menu and then just change it out to go for whichever one you got. That is brilliant. I mean, I've got my favourite seeder here, the Lemkin. And as you pull up to the side of it, I mean, we got the barley. Saying that, that's saying wheat on there. So we drive down there, obviously we'll open it up and we'll reverse back. Obviously it's not letting us accept any of these, so we'll go all the way back down to the end because the pallet we want is what we parked next to. Reverse all the way down. When we get there, refill seeder. Yes, obviously it's only picking out the pallet that this seeder will accept. That is brilliant. Really, if you're going to go for the whole immersive feel of the farm, you know, really go for the whole simulator sort of setup, that is brilliant. Very nice. Right, second up for today is Cheap Olive and Grapes. This is by Flying Dutchman, 19 kilobyte on the download. And if you go into the construction menu, so if we go into there under productions and orchards, got these two here. So grapes 10 and then olive groves 13. I mean, compared to that 105 and 130 for the olives, that's like 90% cheaper. That is brilliant. Obviously they just drag out the same as normal, so you know, you click it down and then drag it out to however far you want. But that is brilliant. I mean, for me, the grapes and olives were a bit of a no-go because they just cost so much to buy in the first place, especially if you've got big fields as well on the go. It's going to cost you an absolute fortune. But with this, that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Really brings the grapes and olives back into the game. Well, it does for me anyway. I love it. Right, and while we're on the subject of grapes and olives, the next one up is Caffini Drift Stopper Evo. This is by Pepe978, 23.88 megabyte on the download. And I think this is absolutely genius. So if you'll find it in the menu, so we're going to there, and under sprayers, so we'll scroll along to the end. There it is, 62,800 to buy. The only options you got are Will Branson and the Titers. Does herbicide and liquid fertilizer, 2,000 litre tank. 4 meter working width, 7 mile an hour working speed. But what this does specifically for grapes and olives, so if we do L, B and A, unfold it, look at that. That is ace. And then we'll pull up by, well, we've got no grapes on the go, have we? They haven't grown yet. So if we pull in here, it'll go either side. Oh, and I've crashed into the, oh, I've had to go for the articulated one, haven't I? Shocking. Then we'll turn it on. It's spraying it. It's giving you grapes like a car wash. That is ace. Absolutely ace. I think that's brilliant. And we'll come to the end. We'll turn the corner and we'll go do the olives as well. Turn it off because obviously you want to save on the fertiliser. But you come around here and I've backed up. That's better. There we are. We'll turn it on again. And you're doing your olives. That is brilliant. Something different, but very nice. Oh, I love that. That is ace. I mean, with the cheap olives and the grapes on the go, and this as well to go with it, I'm seriously thinking of doing grapes or olives. Very nice. Right, next up on the list is the TLX 48-foot tanker trailer. This is by 82 Studio, 37.48 megabyte on the download, and this is brilliant for two reasons. We'll go into the menu and we'll have a look. So it's under trailers. We'll scroll all the way along because I've got a ton of trailers on here for some reason. Keep going. There we are. So 21,820 to buy as standard. 67,240 litres as standard. You then go on configuration. Unrealistic 250,000 litres on the capacity. That is brilliant. I mean, if you've got a load of milk or water that you need to be getting on the go with, this is ace. Absolutely ace. And what also makes it better as well, special editions will go with the Copperhead. I love the Copperhead on the whole TLX family, shall we say. When they come in the Copperhead, I think that is absolutely brilliant. Just look at it, all shiny. Now I filled this up with diesel at the minute, and it's cost me from the petrol station £312,000 to fill it up. Oh, absolutely brilliant. So if we go in, there's a couple of options. So if you do L, B and B, it says pump door on. So we'll press A like that. L, B and A, sorry. We'll jump out. We'll have a little run around. Oh, let's have stop. Opens up the pump controls. I mean, it's just for aesthetics, mind you, but I think that's ace. We'll go in there. If you go with the triple axle and do LB and right stick up and down, we'll zoom in a little so you can see it. Moves that third axle up and down for you. And if you've got the trailer hitch on the back as well, which I have on this one, if you've got something hooked up to that, LB and right stick left and right moves the trailer hitch up and down. That is ace. I mean, you've even got the ring of brake lights. Oh, I love it. Brilliant. And don't forget, if you need to fill it up as well, if you do LB and left on the D-pad, open those up, and that's how you fill it up. That is very nice. Brilliant. Right, and the last one on the list for today is the TLX 3500 series by 82 Studio, 85.14 megabyte on the download. Now obviously I did a special on this one, so I'm not going to go through all the options because there is a ton of them. What I'm going to show you today is something a little bit different. So obviously it comes with all the backs and whatever, but you can fit these backs on. These are from the Lintner Unitrack pack. So you could have your TLX doing slurry spreading, forage wagon, manure spreader. Obviously that's just a pickup as well that you already have, but that's brilliant. But the big thing is this one. The auto load back from the TLX 2020 fits on it. Oh yes, you can have a TLX 3500 as an auto load. Now that is ace. Now what you will need to do though is if we detach that, no, not fold it down, detach, there you are. So you'll come up to it. Obviously these are going to be all the same with the current situation that I've got on the go. I've gone for the monster truck tyres because I think that's ace. But if you reverse into it, you'll notice with all 5 of these that my truck is now too high, just hits into the front. So what you need to do is you'll come over to a handily placed workshop that I've got here. So you'll go in like so, go on the options, so we'll customize that. If we go to the wheel brands and put the standard basic ones on, obviously lowers it down. Yes and yes, wait for it, there you are, there you are, always has that option. So we'll come back out when you're ready. There we go. Right, so we'll reverse all the way back. Don't worry about the bumps. So with the lower wheels on, you can get underneath them all. There you are. Hook it up. And then get the monster truck auto load look back up. So we'll just go back in. Now the back's on it. Oh, and I've missed the ramp. Shocking. Dear oh dear. Right, let's have another go at that. There we go, that's better. So come out of that. Hit the workshop icon, so we go into the truck itself. Go down, put the monster truck wheels back on. Yes, and yes. Wait for the trigger, there we are. Obviously, when you do change anything and you got the back on it, you will have to reattach it like so. But that's it. We now got a monster truck auto load TLX 3500. Look at the stage of it. That's brilliant. And obviously, you will have to do the same sort of thing if you want to use any of the Lintner Unitrack pack ones. You can have a monster truck slurry spreader, monster truck manure spreader. That is ace. I mean, the auto load one, TLX 3500 auto load. That couldn't be better. Really couldn't. That is absolutely ace. I love it. Right, so that's my favourite 5 of the week. Drop it in the comments below. Have you got a different one that you think is better? We'll see what people are thinking. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.